Hey, hi guys, welcome back. All right, Virgos, I feel like, oh shoot, Virgo, there's a deck that I really want to use for you guys, but it's not within reach right now. Okay, we're just going to have to roll with this. Virgo, you guys will be getting another video because I just, I just spaced it for you guys. There's a deck I'll be using for everybody. But let's just make this a bonus, okay? So we've got the Two of Swords. It is in the reverse. There's not really even any blockages, Virgo. There's an ease with which our Virgo could. It's not even that they need a pair of scissors to, cut a hole and create a doorway for themselves. They already have access. They already can go where they need to go. The Lovers. Oh, Virgos, what is this about? Virgos, do I have stuff in my hair? Is that my hair? Sorry, guys. I'm like a dog seeing a squirrel all of a sudden. I'm sorry. I guess it's just my hair. There's nothing there. Okay. Sorry. I thought I had like a weird fluff ball or something in my hair. And I thought, oh man, have I been rocking that all day? Death card. Big transformations for Virgo. It's weird for me to start out with two like mistakes, right? I just fumbled it by not having the deck out that I totally intended to use today. And then I just got distracted by what I thought was a messy little fluff ball. I'm wondering if Virgo's going to be surprised by some things that either they were expecting to be more difficult, only to decide, oh, everything's flowing, everything's going good. This feels like a love story that if Virgo's used to having difficult romances, if Virgo's used to being somebody where they're like, oh, well, even if I care about somebody, they don't usually reciprocate, or I tend to fall for people who then have like hang-ups in their own romantic contexts, and I meet people that are unavailable, I meet people that are single, but their hearts, they're resistant to opening up. I don't think that's going to happen anymore for Virgo. I think Virgo keeps expecting the same old, but the death card being here says it's not going to be the same old. Virgo, we have a wonderful surprise coming in. Two of Cups in the reverse being replaced by the Two of Pentacles. Now in this deck, and I'm so glad these guys came out together. In this deck, first off, this is my favorite Two of Cups card I've ever seen, but it was in the reverse. And I'm showing it upright because any of you who've watched my channel for a length of time know I typically say this every time the Two of Pentacles comes out in this deck. I always read it as if it's another version of a Two of Cups. Two characters who, at the bone deep level, they understand each other. They feel like they finally found their other half. The person who balances them, the person who, like, I don't know how, I get you and you get me. This says, and this is a beautiful Two of Cups card where two people share the same, mind and the same heart. But remember, it was in the reverse. I feel like this is an overly romanticized vision of what a romance was supposed to be that Virgo did not have come to fruition in their life, to the point where they may have even said, look, love is just not something I'm successful in. Other people can be, other people find their other half, but I don't. And this says, no, Virgo, you're going to find the real deal. Look, bones are tangible and real. Having these butterflies tattooed on the skulls, I almost think that whomever Virgo bonds with, whomever this lover is, that is going to be so different than anything Virgo ever expected. Somebody who's so emotionally available, somebody that is everything Virgo didn't have. I'm going to feel like they kind of experience the same thing. Maybe an overly romanticized vision of what a romance was supposed to be like ended up leaving Virgo and this other person jaded at some point in time. But there is the real deal up ahead for this Virgo. And it is so unexpected. Why is it so unexpected? We have a Seven of Cups upright. It's probably because it's been a while. It's probably because a lot of different things have happened in Virgo's life. It's probably because they've been, if they've dated a lot of people and they've never found, somebody that really clicked, that's probably what got them thinking that I know how love actually goes. And it's not the romance fairy tale stuff that we see. I know how love actually goes. And it's not, I'm not going to end up with somebody really magical and really special. That's all a bunch of hogwash until it turns out No, it's that with all the timelines and all the options and all the different billions of people on this planet, we might pick the wrong one a whole bunch of times. We might, dance with the wrong dance partner a whole bunch of times, and to the point where we think we're just not a good dancer until one time you slide into the right person's arms and there's your magical dance partner. There's your magical love story. Now, I'm using dance partner because I think that's I wanted to put a non-romantic vision into this. And I will say this, at one point in time, I was taking tango lessons, and I just was a mess. And then I got paired, and I'm 6 feet tall. So by the time I'm in heels, I'm 6'2", 6'3". And I was paired with someone who, flat footed, was probably 5'3". And it was the greatest dance partner I've ever had. It was wonderful. He was such a good lead. I got so lucky to dance with him, and neither one of us could care less about our height difference. It worked together for us. It was just wonderful. And so once in a while, you just discover that maybe you thought you were supposed to find the partner who was the right height and blah, blah, blah. No, maybe it's not anything about that. Maybe the person that you really mesh well with is not who you would expect them to be. Now, this is a love story, not a dance story, but I'm just using that as more of a visual, because you can imagine the height discrepancy, and yet how did we flow so great together? Well, because he was a good dancer and he was a great lead, and I needed somebody who, would show me what I'm supposed to do. But it was amazing. We've got a 10 of Swords. I'm not saying she needs to be led per se. I'm saying these two are a great match because they each bring like some understanding to the table. It is unexpected, but it's also going to be like the stuff of the past won't matter. The heartbreaks of the past won't matter. Matching up with this person no longer is going to make either character say, oh, I don't really believe in romance. Oh no, they're going to believe wholeheartedly in romance in a more profound way than ever. I do feel like these characters had to maybe mature a little bit. Maybe they had to go through enough of the wrong relationships and even get to the point where they didn't have like starry-eyed fantasy beliefs about love in order to actually see and understand and say, oh my God, this is so much better. I have a meeting of the mind with you. I don't think that this is all just going to be lust-based, love-based, romance-based. They might have butterflies in their heads, not butterflies in the tummy. This may be more of like, oh my God, I can't wait to talk to this person again. I love how their brain works. I love the unusual things that they say. I love the unusual ways that they do things. I love all this about them. This is an amazing, stimulating kind of energy here. And it's not, I'm attracted to them in like a whole nother level than what I've ever been attracted to other people in. I do think that this is very much when we talk about like the meeting of the souls, you notice that they're looking eyeball to eyeball with each other. I feel like they get each other, but it's not in a romanticized way. I think Virgo and this person are going to have great conversations. I think that they are going to have so funny. We've got the 9 of Swords here. I think that they're going to have some kind of vibe that they haven't experienced with others. We got the Page of Cups sideways. The only fear that I see here is, oh my God, am I tripping? Or is this legit? Are they feeling this way about me? Now, I want to ask about who this person is, because we've seen a Gemini, we've seen a Scorpio. We've had, in general, fellow Pentacle energy, so possibly a fellow Earth sign. We've seen water, we've seen air. Let's just see if we can figure out who is this person for Virgo. It's such a different connection. Who is this person? 5 of Cups. They could be a water sign, so possibly a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but they're standing there with this map, and they're a little bit lost. We have a Pisces. They've been single for a while. They've been a little bit, maybe much like Virgo, thinking that I don't really know who I belong with. Maybe he even feels like I don't know where I belong. He's been possibly in that status for a while, in a sense of stasis. Like I'm hanging around, but I'm not meeting anybody that like I feel bonded to. It doesn't mean that he hasn't dated or anything like that. It's just maybe he's at a phase in his life where he wants somebody who he connects to. And it's like, look, we can be friends with lots of people. We can be attracted to lots of people. But the person that you really like merge with and meld with emotionally, spiritually, I just feel like he's at a point in his life where he knows he's looking for a deeper bond. And that's the thing that's been missing. Maybe he can find friends. Maybe he can find, attractive people. Maybe he can find all that. But where's the like special, like I melt into their energy and I feel like I'm really in a connection with someone. Page of Swords. He's been actively seeking this. With the Page of Swords being here, he's scouring the world a little bit to a certain extent, wondering where that person is. Does he recognize our Virgo right out of the gate? Virgo, by the way, has come across as a divine feminine in this, mostly because of our death card here. But does he recognize this immediately in Virgo? The Fool card and the Justice card sideways. Okay, so he could also be an Aries. He could also be a Libra. He does recognize Virgo like almost immediately. There's something about his like internal self that almost says jump. I already know that this Virgo is somebody that, is like, I don't know if they see a rainbow the day that they meet Virgo, or if they just feel this connection, or if they know this is really special. And they're like, I could totally jump into this. I could totally go and be with this Virgo. I already know that. And then they're like, whoa, what the hell? Where'd that come from? How come I feel like I already know them? How come I feel like I'd already like be on the same wavelength as them? How come I feel like I could already take a risk on them and it wouldn't be a risk at all? With that Justice card being here sideways, I'm going to say, Justice can be, let's go and describe it this way. In the Egyptian concept of Ma'at and Isfet, it's the concept of chaos versus like peace, harmony, stability. And the Egyptians, I think rightly, thought that you don't want too much of either. You don't want a life that has no chaos to it, because where's your spice? Where's your passion? On the other hand, you don't want too much identical, or you don't have a spice of like different ideas and an influx of exciting things, right? So it can't be total madness and it can't be dull and boring. Somewhere in between is the balance of chaos and harmony. And I kind of feel like that's maybe this Virgo delights him, is intriguing to him, but is also like, you're on my wavelength, but you have new stuff to introduce me to. I would be down with trying some of Virgo's flavors and interests and hobbies, because it fits into stuff I'd be intrigued by, even if I don't know anything about it. It's like finding the right, like, let's say finding the right radio station that then plays a huge menagerie of genres of music. And it's like, wow, this is my radio station, because it's never dull, but it's always got, like, let's say somebody, like, the commonality is they like, I don't even want to say that they like ballads or that they like hard rock. Let's say it's more eclectic than that, but they're looking for stuff that like moves you from the soul. So they don't want music that is too much like a steady, 4/4 rhythm. They want something that has like more theatrics to it, more inflection, whether it's like ethnic music that's, really cultural and it's got those really amazing rhythms, it's like a Karsalama or something, some, crazy like 9/11 tempo, or, something that's like you've not heard of before, something complex, but they want music that moves them that way. Virgo is like that radio station for them. I don't know what to expect, but I know it's going to be good. I know that I'm intrigued by you. I know that I'm on your wavelength, and it'll be an interesting run. It won't be dull, but it will be harmonious. I guess that's the only way I could describe those two cards. So they feel that immediately from Virgo. That's maybe why they are wanting to open up and like have real communication with Virgo. And you notice Virgo's looking at the heart and go, oh yeah, probably there's somebody with a locked heart, and he's looking up at the key going, oh man, I'm so ready to open up my energy for this Virgo. He's the one ready to make this leap for Virgo and like wanting to connect with Virgo. I don't know if Virgo is used to somebody who wants to open up and wants to hear what Virgo has to say. To me, that's maybe the difference here, is that Virgo is like somebody, they want to hear more about what goes on in Virgo's head. They want to know more about how Virgo thinks. They want to know more about, I think now it makes sense. Are they nervous? What if Virgo doesn't think I'm that interesting? I don't think that's any problem at all. I think that this is so mutual. This feels amazing. What if these two characters like collide, I'll say? Strength card, maybe not until Leo season, but it doesn't have to be that long. It's just like when there's the, we do have 7 of Pentacles. I don't know. This could be not until July, right? 7th month. Doesn't have to be, but usually I look at 7 of Pentacles as passage of time. Sometimes it's as short as a week though, but it's once some seeds have been planted. Now we do have the infinity symbol. So let me put it this way. Even if Virgo and this person have not like, officially started to try talking or dating, they already are on the same frequency and they have found each other in this great, huge, big old universe. I feel like Virgo and this person probably find each other in every lifetime, whether or not they know it. But it's like, that infinity symbol, that undulating, movement. It's like things are always going to bring me back around to you. I don't know how, I don't know why, but they're finding each other again. And it's kind of only a matter of time, every lifetime, before they find each other. And maybe that's why neither one of them had like the right connection, because they kept looking for each other in this lifetime without like consciously being aware of it. But it does say it still takes a little bit of time before there's this time for the two of them to really connect. Virgo may need to be doing something. They may need to feel really empowered, really, you notice how this is a female lioness. Sorry. Aries is so, he's got lots of different vocal tonations for his barks. That is like his balloon letting air out kind of sound. We got the Temperance. He's in another part of my house right now, so I hope that's not too loud. I think it's a soft doggy sing song in the background. But I'm gonna say that Virgo may need to get their own energy in this meantime anyway. Our masculine may have some work to do. Now, please bear in mind, this doesn't have to be masculine and feminine. It could be same-sex couple, reverse gender roles, doesn't matter. But in this, he's shown up as a masculine, so I keep saying him, just to help us keep the storyline straight. He's got some work he's got to attend to right now. Meanwhile, Virgo has a little bit of like, it's a good time for Virgo to like pull their energy together, feel really balanced, feel really empowered, work on, I don't know if Virgo likes to do physical activity or swimming or dancing or, whatever it is, but it's like finding balance and strength and power. I'm almost feeling like Virgo's going to be doing some stretches and yoga and like working on their physique, very Virgo thing to do, but also calming their mind, body, and soul. I've got to go see my baby. Thank you guys for being here, Virgo. We'll get you another video, if not tonight, tomorrow.